Okay. Your team is cooked, by the way. It is fine. Fire! Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fixable though. Okay, I shall start commentating after like 6 minutes of qualifying or something. Attendance is dodgy, to say the least, for now. Nice.
He is right at the top of the times, while SMHT, he is right now second. Both Thax has got about a 6/10 advantage over him. Him with a 114.3 and something with a 114.9. Then after right back behind, we have Blot 52. He is 1 minute 16.4. He is then a further 1.5 seconds further back. And then after you got Math Kid, he's a 116.8, and Jerry Payco a 117.1. But right now, Jerry is on a competitive lap, 24.8 in the first sector, 30.1 or nearly 2 in the second sector. Where will this place him in the order? Up to third, a 116.0. All right.
Also, P2 guy is Alan. He's using his alt account.
Yeah, no, he something just got a red second sector, but he was on a purple first sector. Right, Thax, he's got a 24.8. He's starting another lap now, getting precariously close to the wall on turn 2. Heading up the second DRS straight of the track. Looks like this is the first one, really. Getting very, very close to the walls, turning left, turning right. All the 90-degree corners, and he now heads into the end of Sector 1. It's a purple sector, a 24.548 for Thax in the first sector. He's heading through. He's getting very close to the wall, up through the castle section, and he's kept it cleanly on the track. And he just got out. He's just gotten to the exit. He's going quickly through this sort of quick turn complex. He's braking now. He's going to head through, and it looks like he might have slightly just messed it up. That's the end of Thax's lap. It was a very good looking lap until he just slightly hit the bump strip. Okay, SMHT seems like he's going on another lap. Jerry Payco, looks like he's starting another lap as well. Got Blot. It looks like Blot is going to be finishing a lap. He's got a 24.7 in the first sector, a 30.2 in the second sector. He crosses the line. He goes up to third place with a 115.909. Puts him just above Jerry Payco by just the merest of margin, about just over a tenth. All right, Jerry Payco, now he's the BMW. He had through the first sector 24.8. Is it good enough? Not looking that competitive. 3/10 down from Thax's best sector time. He's heading through up to the castle section. He's got it slightly oversteer, but is he going to carry on? No, he's not. That's the end of Jerry Payco's lap. Oh, wow, you got a lot of cars. The Lamborghini, the manual Pocrack. Wow. Okay. So it looks like Thax is starting his lap. He's got another lap from his last sector time. Still says there, 24.548. Starting another lap. Heads into turn 3. Strong 90-degree left-hander. Then into turn 4, a strong 90-degree right-hander. And then through into a bit of a chicane area. He had 3 slightly bumps the wall, and he improved his first sector at 24.490, but it still isn't looking amazing from his tap on the wall. And he's hit the wall in the castle section, and he's messed that up. SMHT didn't have a great first sector last time out, so he's now going for it again. Got 25.095 current. We got Blot. He looks like he's on another lap now. So Blot starting his lap. And look at that, Jerry Pico's crash. Roblox Ultra. Or Nova. Where is Nova in his lap? It looks like Nova is on an out lap and he's going to just be starting his lap very, very soon. Nova starting his hot lap. Thax going back. He's getting the most out of tyre. We're getting the DRS as well. Extra DRS. Now look at that. Okay. HD also doing the same thing. He's going around the pit lane and backing up. You have to be very careful though with these. You don't want to impede anyone on their laps. So that's something we need to know. So you've got Aaron BR86. His best time was a 1:19.3. Is he going to be able to do any better here? Okay. Going into turn 3. Strong right-hander again into turn 4. And it looks like he may have... No, he's still going. All right. Okay. First sector time at 25.3. Just under a second behind Thax's best time. Thax is also starting his hot lap. Right now on pole by 0.6 seconds. Getting very precarious on the wall. Going very wide in turn 2. Here we go. So you've got Aaron, BR86. How well is he going to do here? Got a 30.5 for sector 2 time. Heading through very last corners onto the long 2.4 kilometer straight. Longest straight on the F1 calendar. He's heading through in that orange and white McLaren. Here we go. Thax has not improved in his first sector, just for information. And Aaron BR86 goes to 9th place with a 1:17.331, which seems to be just under 3 seconds behind Thax's time. Thax is on another lap. He's getting very close to the walls, but he's managing to do very well. But it's not like it's going to be an improvement for Thax. Thax still flying out there, but he's gone yellow. Is this going to be an improvement for Thax, or is he going to have to go for another lap? The timer is ticking down. There's less than 2 minutes left. If you're going to go out and start a lap, you'll have to be doing it about now. Thax crosses the line. It is not improvement. His time was a 1:14.451, about a 10th off. Thax will be able to get one more lap in. Is this another lap? I think it might be another lap. Thax is going on another lap around the Azerbaijan street circuit, going through the... Oh, he's tapped the wall. Thax has tapped the wall, but he's not going to have enough time to go out for another lap, so he's going to have to stay out if he wants to improve. Thax does a pretty much same sector time as he did before, 24.584. He's going to have to find time, and he hits the wall, and he hits the wall. He's fine. All right, SMHT. He is going to be starting his hot lap now. Second place. This is his last and only opportunity to topple Thax. Thax won't have enough time to put in another lap. He is now a spectator here. He's 6 tenths from pole, and it's most likely he's not going to be disrupted. But there can be some sort of, and that's SMHT hitting the wall. That is his time over. He cannot challenge for pole. Now it's Blot here. Blot. He is heading back. Is he going to have enough time to start it? You've got 15 seconds. 13 seconds. Will this be enough time? I don't think so, but let's see what happens. He got 96. This will not be enough time for Blot to start his lap. Jerry Paco, he's on a hot lap. He's 24.904. He could improve up to third position. That's realistic here. Blot with a 1:15.8. He's not going to be able to cross the line. Blot is out of qualifying. SMHT is out of qualifying. Thax has lined up on pole position already. Jerry Paco in the BMW car. 24.904 in the first sector. What will the second sector be? The 29.667. This is going to be an improvement for him. Can he improve up to the front of the second row? Right now, he's already on the second row. Can he improve? Going through the last few corner complexes of this Azerbaijan street circuit in City Baku. He's got the DRS. He's in towards the line. Where will this place Jerry Paco? He's up to third with a 1:15.458. He is 1.2 seconds off the pole time. So the gaps are Thax, SMHT, who's 6/10 behind him, and Jerry Paco, who is a further 1.2 seconds, 1.1 seconds around that behind from pole. So here is your qualifying order for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. You have Thax on pole, a 1:14.370. You have SMHT in second, Jerry Paco in third, Blot in fourth, Kimmy in fifth, Roblox Iontra or Nova in seventh. Oh, and that's the racing, the Dragon Phoenix. He's gone up to fifth place. So here's your final qualifying order. Manual Procrack will not make an improvement, so he's going to go across the line, and he's not going to... He's made an improvement, but not enough to... He's improved his time, not his position. Here we go. Qualifying order. You've got Thax, SMHT, Jerry Paco, Blot, the Dragon... You've got Kimmy, Raikkonen, 77. You've got Nova, you've got Math Kid, you've got Polar, you've got Aaron BR86, you've got Esteban Ocon, you've got Aaron, you've got R3B3, and you've got Wutu and Manuel Procrack. These are our competitors. These are the people on position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We currently have 15 race entries right now, 15 drivers competing in the race. It's Audi on pole. Audi on pole, Porsche in second. It's going to be an interesting race.
Audi leads the championship by about 80 points or so they're going to be looking to increase their lead. Their closest rivals, McLaren, have had a little bit of a shakedown since last weekend as their main driver, Dungeon, has left the server. He's actually left all the 24 leagues now, so it's Dragon and Aaron racing for them today.
Wow. So that's an interesting thing. So Thax looking very, very sweet for the championship, it seems. I mean, he's already leading. But he's now leading by quite a bit more. You've got speed in second, of course. But again, a good 58 points he's leading by.
Surprisingly, Speed is playing Minecraft.
Here you go. 24 laps around Baku. It's lights out and away we go. Thax is off the blocks well. But SMHT is only 5/10 behind. Jerry Paco in third. And the Dragon Phoenix has gone up to fourth after qualifying fifth. Thax leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And he's got a very sweet turn two. He's got a really nice exit. He's come out ahead. And Jerry Paco is up to second place ahead of SMHT. So, as it stands, it's Audi, BMW, and then Porsche. It seems it's a big jumble, but Thax is leading by 1.2 seconds through the first sector alone. Got a lot of crashes in the background into the chicane area. People are sending it all the way through. It is so quick. And Thax has slightly lost a bit of grip through the castle section, but he's still leading by a significant margin. So Dragon Phoenix, he's lost his front wing. He's no longer in second place. Thax leads. It's Jerry Paco in second place, it seems. Is it? It is. Jerry Paco in the BMW in second. SMHT in the Porsche in third, registered third. Thax leads by 1.7 seconds. That is a huge lead that he has managed to bring out in just one lap. This might even sweeten the deal for Thax. And you got Wutu in the Williams. He has DNF. And Speed for Ages, the closest in the championship. He is all the way down 40 seconds behind. So it's Wutu. Wutu has DNF in this race. All right, Thax 1.8 seconds ahead of Jerry Paco. And it's Speed. Speed for Ages has flipped. He's able to carry on though. Wutu near the castle section. He needs to despawn. And he has. Okay, here we go. Thax, he's leading by 1.8 seconds. He has not increased that much by the finish line. His pace was amazing in the first lap. He's lost it through the castle section. Lost the grip, but he's still ahead. Jerry Paco, it doesn't seem like he's gained on him that much anyway. So it's Thax leading a very, very nice, very, very comfortable Azerbaijan Grand Prix. 2.1 seconds, and he's slightly lost it on the exit of that last proper corner. He's still got a nice lead. He's got a little bit of an oversteer on that last corner, but Thax still leads it by a significant amount. Who has lost it? Got a few people losing it on that last sort of proper corner at the end of, or at the start of Sector 3. Who is it? It's Kimi. Kimi has lost it in the Alpine. He has lost his wheel. He's gone in hard at turn 15 and he's lost it. There you go. Green flags once again in Azerbaijan. Thax leads it from Jerry Paco. Jerry Paco has closed the gap on him by 1.6 seconds. You've got a McLaren front wing just lying there at the exit of turn 4. And here we go. Thax leading it all the way through. He's increased the gap once again, half a second. Half second swing taken in that first sector. Again, Jerry Paco a 25.8, Thax a 25.3. That is a huge margin to go and be ahead of. But Jerry Paco looking at the closest competitor. And again, close behind you have SMHT in the Porsche. You've got the all German cars in the top 3. Oh, and Thax has flipped it. Thax has flipped it. Jerry Paco takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix after a mistake. It's not a normal mistake from Thax. Jerry Paco leads. In the BMW, he leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. SMHT close behind. 2.5 seconds. He's increased that gap because originally going through Sector 1, he was only 1.5 seconds behind. Jerry Paco looking very, very sweet. Currently, he's sat in this position and he's looking quite comfortable there. Thax down to 4th. Still very good to be up in near the podium positions after a flip like that. Again, you've got Jerry Paco, he's on the medium tyre. SMHD, he's on the medium tyre. I think that all of the runners here are on the medium. So the main... Oh no, you've got R3B3. He's in the soft. So it's the main thing, this is going to be an undercut battle here. Mathkid has boxed. Manuel Kokrak has boxed. Dragon Phoenix has boxed again, I believe. Dragon Phoenix is on the hards. This might be to the end, or this might be just to another point. Hopefully, he might get a safety car, late safety car that could help him. We're going for these hard tyres. Got Mathkid, he's also on the mediums. You've got nearly everybody on these medium tyres. It's now going to be a race to who boxes first and who gets that lovely undercut on other drivers. Because once the mediums start wearing out here in Baku, they wear out, and they wear out significantly. SMHT has gained on him by 0.2 lap. Jerry Paco leads, but by 2.4 seconds. Another 10th pulled away from SMHT. BMW team leaves the race. It's BMW, then Porsche, then Audi. Thax is up to 3rd place once again. Again, the top 3 having a front splitter intact, and front wing intact, and it seems relatively good for that. Again, blocked. He's boxed as well. Okay, Esteban Ocon, he is also on the mediums. In the BMW, he is 7th place. All right, here we go. Jerry Paco seems to have made a mistake in Sector 1, because he's only got 1.5 seconds. That's a whole second, a whole 9/10 there. You got SMHG, he set a purple Sector 1, a 25.1, that's 0.3 quicker than Thax's best first sector. But here we go. Thax again half bitten out from Jerry Paco's lead in Sector 1 too. So this is interesting. Jerry Paco. He's increased it to 3 seconds now. Gone from 2.4 to 1.5 to 3. This is absolutely, this is cinema right now. But as it remains, Jerry Paco leading the race. Who's that? Yellow flag in sector 2. Just like Manuel Pocrack has broken his front wing. Oh, there you go, Esteban Ocon. He's lost it. He's in the castle section. He's lodged there. Now, what's going to happen here? Esteban 31 Ocon lodged in the castle section. Is this going to have to call for a safety car? Is it going to call for a double yellow flag? It's not, and he's through, but he's lost a significant amount of time from that. Jerry Paco leading the race by 3.031 seconds back to SMHT. In fact, again, he's still looking very, 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 very quick. Again, Jerry Paco still has a fastest lap, but Thax has gone 4/10 quicker in Sector 1. Jerry Paco leads SMHT. An all Audi top 3 once again. You've got an Austrian car, the Red Bull, in 4th. R3B3, 12 seconds behind. It really is just a three-way battle for the win. In fact, it's a doubling gap each time. Got first, then 3 seconds to third, 6 seconds to third, 3 seconds to second, 6 seconds to third. Now I got 13.2 seconds to fourth. Jerry Paco looking very, very comfortable right now. He's looking quite sweet for the race win. And pulling away, but Thax, Mr. Thax, he's gaining on him. 3/10 that last lap. It may look comfortable for now, but you've got Thax, who got pole by 6/10 of a second, and he's looking very, very quick. That flip was very uncharacteristic, but it still is very, very interesting. J-Poker still keeping it through there, still keeping composure, but SMHT 2.6 seconds behind. Thax 5.4 seconds behind. Is there a mistake from Jerry Paco in Sector 1 once again? Again, Thax now has the fastest lap at 1:16.370. Still very, very close to, quite far from his pole position time, but here we go. So here we go. Jerry Paco, at 25.7 in first sector. Jerry Paco lapping his teammate, interestingly. Esteban Ocon has basically been lapped. Is this going to call team orders in here? Is team orders going to come into place? I don't think so, because again, Jerry Paco getting DRS from his lapped teammate. This may be a little bit of an advantage. 3.8 seconds. Has SMHT made some sort of mistake? Thax is still gaining, and Thax is closer and closer. Currently, as it looks like, wow, okay, it's only 1.4 seconds between second and third. Jerry Paco still having a comfortable race. Thax is gaining on Jerry Paco every single sector. Last lap it was 5.3, I think, and this lap it was 4. And the lap isn't even finished yet. Here you go, Jerry Paco through sector 2. He seems to have pulled a considerable lead here. Looking very sweet. Who's that? Problems in sector 2? Green flag. It looked like a bit of a conundrum. A bit of a mix-up there. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So Jerry Paco out there leading 3.1 seconds. Jerry Paco lapping a Lamborghini Iron Lynx F1 car. Okay, sorry. once again back. Here we go. Jerry Paco leading, but again, 2.8 seconds. Sax has dropped back again. He was again. Oh no, he's not. He's got back again. Clawed back some time. Jerry Paco not looking as comfortable as you'd normally think. But I would say, as a little bit of a strategy person myself, possibly it may be this lap. Lap 10 is going to be the lap that people start pitting. Wouldn't make much sense unless they're going to stick it out on the mediums and wait till the soft. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that the hard riders going, or people going to box onto the hards right now. And wow, top 3 are in a race of their own, and you got a person, Polaris Racing, 20 seconds back, which is ridiculous. But anyway, Thack, alright. Championship rival Speed, down 7th place. It's not exactly looking that competitive for him. He's looking very nice. Very, sat right there in his nice position. But anyway, here we go. Jerry Picker, he's extended his lead 2.3 seconds again. This is going to be a little bit of a push. I think that they're pushing and they're going to box this lap. But I mean, we'll only see soon. D-Widge, what do you think about this?
I'd say it's a little bit too early for them to box since they're on the medium tires. Probably going to extend until
I
lap
mean,
16. I'd say that's
Are
where
they
the
gonna
pit
go onto
window
the
is.
soft?
Yeah.
Alright. Normally, I think in my mind, you go into softs and mediums, but obviously they're going to slightly different order. But here we go. Lap 11 of 24. It's quite relaxed racing. You got Jerry Paco just keeping a nice gap out there. Sector 1. Yellow flags in Sector 1. Why exactly is there going to be a yellow flag?
Oh,
in
man
Sector
was
1?
crashed.
It's manual pro crack. He has crashed at turn 1 into the barriers. Both of his front wheels off. His front wing and his front nose all off. Manual pro crack is out of the race. And now we're only 3 DNFs away from a safety car here in Azerbaijan.
Not safety car,
Paco,
red
he's
flag.
got 3/10. Again, SMHT has closed him by 3/10. Fax is 2.8 seconds away from the lead, and he's only 0.8 seconds away from SM. Oh, and you got SMHT. He's in the wall. SMHT is in the wall in Sector 3. SMHT, person who qualified in second place, a 1:14.9, is out of the race. It's now a race to the finish for Jerry Paco and Thax 1905. And it is now a race for, things. It's a two-way fight for the win. Thax 1.5 seconds off Jerry Paco, and the next car back is 27.3 seconds behind. These drivers have had an absolutely crazy pace. But Jerry Paco, he's just ahead. Thax, 0.9 seconds behind. Thax, after his flip, he was 7.5 or so seconds, 7.3 or so seconds behind. And now he's closed back up to 0.9 seconds. His pace has been immense this race. And he's shown exactly why you should never, ever think of going that. But the tires look very, not very grippy, I'd say. Again, this would probably be the perfect time if you're going to use the same tires, but of course, you must have a mandatory compound change this race. It doesn't make much sense to go and box onto hard tires, so it seems a bit obvious it's going to be now a medium soft race.
Unless, of course, there's a red flag in the middle. There's only 2 more DNFs for a red flag now.
Yeah, Baku is a very precarious track. So, this it's expected to have this.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, speed for ages. The game says he's P5. He's actually P8.
Yep.
Due to just a leaderboard glitch. But here we go, Jerry Paco, he's 5/10 ahead of that. Thax closing even more, but is that a slight mistake in the castle section? I think it might be. He's
It's a
still
fight
kept
for
behind
P3 actually
Jerry
between the
Paco.
Lamborghini and the McLaren.
Yeah, 28 and 29 seconds respectively behind the leaders. You have a Lamborghini and a McLaren, particularly the Singapore liveried McLaren, fighting for position. Again, very much going at it with just some nice raw and rough tumbling racing. Not very clean, not very mathematical in terms of the lines, but still just some fun stuff. They're not going to be challenging for the race win unless there's going to be a red flag. Esteban Ocon has been lapped twice by Jerry Paco, his teammate, in the BMW car. Oh, who's that? That's an Audi. An Audi has crashed. Who's it? An Audi has crashed. It's Roblox. It's Nova. Nova has pulled over to the side at turn 2. What's this? Is this going to be one more car until the red flag, or is this going to is Nova going to go back? Is Nova going to carry on? Yeah, okay. So Nova is retiring from the race. He is not going to be continuing. Nova out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Here we go. Thax leading by 1.4 seconds from Jerry Paco. He has taken the lead and he has run with it. Is that Esteban Ocon? It is. And he has had a problem in Sector 1. He's on the soft tyres and he's lost his front wing. And he's going straight on into the extra runoff.
They're trying to cross the red flag now.
Oh, you cannot crash on purpose, mate. Why? You're trying to DNF. What? You're not going to help Jerry, though. You're not helping your teammate. Because
he's out of the race.
Right now, he's in the best position. He is literally 30 seconds
What
ahead.
is
All right,
happening?
are we going to count Esteban as a DNF? Because literally, that was on purpose. It's going to be like Crashgate all over again. And there you go, red flag. Closing up the
DNFs
field.
can rejoin. Interesting work
Oh, look
from
at
the
that.
BMW
Amazing
pair.
is how many DNFs are still here. But here we go. We now have Thax and Jerry Paco. Jerry Paco will start in second place at the red flag restart. That was altogether 7 cars out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which obviously I'm saying, means that there's going to be a restart due to that. Thax, this is going to be a time for people to... Where's Thax going?
But most importantly, speed has been saved by the red flag. The driver
He
in
has.
P2 in the drivers has now been saved.
He actually has a chance to go at it. He was 1 minute behind, and he announced a chance to go at it with his championship rival. Yet, him being 58 points ahead of him, he can still try and gain. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a sprint to the end now. Everyone is boxing onto the soft tyre, the grippiest, but the one that expires the quickest, the compound. Is anyone going to try and hang out on the mediums? Is anyone going to try and do any sort of different strategy here? There you go. It's a short sprint to the finish. They have said. They have deemed it. Ruthis has said it is, I believe, 8 laps till the finish line. This will now be very, very significant about track position. If Thax were to make a similar mistake to what he did at the start of this race, where he flipped over when entering turn 15 by slightly clobbering the rumble strip, if he were to go and make that same mistake, that is very much a race-ending mistake for that. Jerry Paco would, sorry, Thax would be out of the race, out of the win contention if that happened. But here we go. It's a red flag here in Baku in Azerbaijan.
Speed is going to be thanking the
Here we go.
BMW pair for DNFing. I mean, not BMW pair, but one side of the BMW garage at least. That's just it. His
Yeah,
chances. He's from P9. He's got a chance now to go up to P1.
yeah. Where's Esteban Ocon? You got. I don't think Ocon has really the pace to go for the win here, but I think he might have the pace to challenge for a bit better than P9. But yeah, it's going to be very, very, very significant for the drivers to not make any mistakes here, because if they have to box, they're not going to recover that time. Yeah. They're not going to be able to recover that time, that lost time, from their box. Basically, if they pit for a new set of tires, or if they lose their front wing, they need to replace it, they're going to be significantly at a disadvantage, and that time will not be able to make up. The drivers have to be faultless here. I mean, how do you think the drivers are going to be going at it? Are they going to be trying to go at it rough and tumble, or are they going to be really precarious here?
I say the top five are going to go foot to the floor 9 qualifying laps, and the pair behind is just going to wait for them to DNF.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they can hope for. The pace difference is massive.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red laps here. So lights out here at Baku, and it's lights out and away we go. Thax gets off the blocks well. Jerry Paco 5 seconds behind. It's a similar start to what we had here at the original lights out. Again, everybody on soft tires. No one has gone for a medium or an altering strategy. Here we go. Thax leads. It's again Aaron. Aaron? No, he's not. It's Polar X Gaming. He is applying pressure to Jerry Paco. Thax comfortably. It's identical start to how Thax had it. Oh, he's hit the wall. Thax has tapped the wall, but he's still ahead. He's not as far ahead as he would be. It looked like it would be a clinical start for Thax, but it's not. He's still crazily, he's still far ahead of the others. And he's going very, very wide at that corner. He's still ahead, but not by much. 0.3 of a second separate Thax and the Dragon Phoenix. Reminder, Phoenix
someone's
qualified
flipped.
5th and Thax on pole. And Polar saying he's lost it at the final corner at turn 17, I think that is. And he's having to now go from the back, and that is a very, very, very significant mistake, and that will basically relegate him to the back of the grid now. Right, here we go. Thax leads from the Dragon Phoenix, but Dragon Phoenix is only 0.6 behind, 0.7 behind. He is still relatively close to Thax. Thax is not as clinical as he was at the start originally. He's still going through very quickly, got a lot of grip through the castle section. And it looks like he's pulled away again. Thax, with his usual quick self, that is why this man is leading the championship by 58 points. It's Sector 2, it's another yellow flag. Who has made a mistake here? It's another mistake for Polar X Gaming.
That's the only Romanian driver out of this race. Blot is out.
Oh, it's Blot is out. Blot is out at the castle section as 1 DNF. He cannot rejoin the race unless there's another red flag, which I don't really expect it to be. Actually, I believe the red flag period has now, this lap, closed. No more red flags So this is now a race to the finish. There'll be no interference, no safety car interferences, and nothing. Is that Esteban Ocon? What is he doing? He's having to get a new front wing. And he is now at a huge disadvantage till the end of the race. Esteban Ocon now, he's last. He's further down than PRIZEPOOL Gaming. PRIZEPOOL Gaming has stuck it out, though. He's still without a front wing. And that might actually bring him into contention if there are people slow enough. Nova does not have a front wing. A lot of these drivers are going absolutely crazily, going toe-to-toe, really ham on these. But that means that they're risking a lot of the time. Aaron doesn't have a front wing. And Speed doesn't even have a front wing. Lots of these drivers are going incredibly, pushing a huge amount, but then they're losing their front wings because of it. Now, the main thing is that are they going to go and get some sort of black and orange flag saying that they're driving the car in an unsafe condition? I do not know. But it doesn't really seem that beneficial to go and drive these cars without a front wing, because they're just going to be incredibly slow. I'd personally pit. You still have 5 laps to go for it. You have fresher tires and you have a front wing. There you go. Thax leads by just over 2 seconds, by just under 2 seconds, sorry, to the Dragon Phoenix. Dragon Phoenix is battling out with Jerry Paco in the BMW. He is right on the tail. That doesn't really make two tenths separate these two amazing drivers, but the Dragon Phoenix in the McLaren DKX car, he is still further ahead, losing it slightly through the castle section, but it doesn't seem like. And look at that, that's an open opportunity. Slight oversteer for the Dragon Phoenix has. I'm speaking of my words so much. Has gone and given Thax a bit of Jerry Paco a bit of an opportunity to go and fight back. Thax being absolutely clinical. 2.987 seconds ahead of the rest. And this is after a red flag restart. He has just lengthened his lead every single lap. Thax, a 1:15.1 for his fastest lap, and his last lap was a 1:15.6. He is going absolutely crazily here. For the Dragon Phoenix, he's 1.5 seconds, 9/10 slower that lap. It went from 2 seconds to 2.9 seconds. Thax ahead. Still, he is not taking any risks here, but he's not taking. Who's out? What's happened? It's Speed for ages. He's lost his front wing in sector 1 in turn 2. He is either going to bot. Is it? No, yeah, I think he just lost it there. I believe that Thax didn't have his front wing anyway. You got one Audi leading the race with his front wing and looking very comfortable. You got one Audi of Nova, who has lost his front wing and is not looking very competitive here, but he's still got ahead of Speed for ages. Speed for no, he's not. It's a few different drivers. You've still got a few drivers with their front wing, but they are far behind. Anyway, here we go. Thax leads the race. Jerry Paco has got ahead of the Dragon Phoenix. And Thax is still leading by 4.2 seconds. That has increased by so much. But Jerry Paco in the BMW is up to second place. 4.2 seconds behind Thax. Is this going to be a win for Thax? Bigger than 5 seconds? Bigger than 10 seconds in just 9 laps? Remember, Thax's last lap was 1:16.2. That lap was around the same pace as 5th place in qualifying, in race pace, in race form. And his fastest lap would have slotted him to 3rd in qualifying, with also him on pole, the 1:14.3. He is going absolutely crazily in this race. Thax looking ultra competitive.
If Thax wins this race, it's going to be his 4th race win of the season in just 6 rounds.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I will just say this too about Thax. He has been one of the few drivers to keep his front wing throughout all of this. He's not lost it a single time. And he's going incredibly quick, but he's not risking the car. He's just being crazily great.
There's anyway, 2 cars battling without a front wing for P5 and P6, Speed and Nova, going at it through the last sector.
I know, yeah, but the 22 seconds behind. It obviously is too late box for a new set of tires or a new front wing, so they're gonna have to brave it out, as they have been for a few laps. Even though I think they would have much rather benefited, they've dropped back a lot more than they would have if they boxed. But obviously, it's too far now. Thak's going crazily. He's not taking any risks through here. His last lap was still at 1:16.2. His pace is just lengthening out there.
What have I
Aaron
just seen?
slightly lost it. Turn one. Here you go.
Aaron flipped the inside one in turn 1 Apex and he flipped.
Yeah. Aaron in the orange and white McLaren, specifically the Singapore edition car. Yeah. And then after his teammate in the McLaren, which was physically the Texas livery, he's 11 seconds behind Jerry Paco. There's been a huge drop in pace. I'm sorry. You remember, Dewage,
Yeah.
with Dragon Phoenix, okay, he was ahead of Jerry Paco, and he was what, decently ahead at about 2.9 seconds behind Thak. Then Jerry Paco got ahead. He was about 4.2 seconds behind. Now he suddenly dropped significantly. Like,
I presume he's made
by
a mistake,
6 seconds.
like somewhere in the second sector. That sector has a lot of corners that are prone to mistakes, and can cost you a
Yeah.
lot of time as well.
It seems so. And of course, with drivers, it's a sprint basically till the end. They're trying to risk everything. And if they make a mistake, then so be it. Thak, now 6.5 seconds ahead of Jerry Paco. It's looking a dominating win. But Thak needs to keep this clean though. Thak needs to make sure that he doesn't make a certain problem. That's a slight tap for the wall for Thak, but it doesn't seem like too much of a problem. 6.5 seconds ahead. If he does flip or anything like that, that will still put him in prime position for a win or a second place. Sector 1. What's happened there?
Rags has
It's Esteban
frauded the
Ocon.
entire grid.
He's made another crash. After deliberately crashing for a red flag, he's crashed once again. And I believe that's turn 2. Esteban Ocon out of the race. Thak's 7.1 seconds on the last lap ahead of Jerry Paco. That is unbelievably quick. He is pulled away.
What if instead of Formula 1, it was Freaky 1, and instead
No,
of the drivers
get out of
trying
here,
to
bro.
finish the race
Bro.
they are thrown to
No.
each other?
We're not.
Bro, just imagine.
In the
Imagine.
middle of a damn F1 race, bro. Anyway, here we go.
Middle of a Freaky 1 race.
Right. Anyway, here we go. The final sector for Thak. So it should be blue flags for Wu2. Here we go. Thak. He has gone through the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He got pulled by 6 tenths of a second, flipped, and lost the lead by 7 seconds. And he managed to retake that lead before the red flag. He has led since then, and he takes a he takes a magnificent win. And he also takes what do you call it again? There you go, Jerry Paco in second. 9.7 seconds. That is practically a second a lap quicker than all other drivers.
Speed after being saved by the red flag. Comes home in P4. A result he'd probably be happy with,
Yeah.
but I don't know. He could have gone for more, but yeah, he would have been. He should be happy with that.
Yeah.
Aaron
that's just-
absolutely selling, hitting the inside of the turn 1 apex. P6.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I expected him to do worse. So
I mean, I'm still interested here, okay? How much of a gap could have Thak's got if there wasn't a red flag?
I
Because he was already
believe lesser than
1.5
this,
seconds ahead.
because wasn't Jerry leading before the red flag?
No, he wasn't. Thak's
Are you
got it
sure?
back and he was leading like 1.5 seconds before the red flag. And if he had, like, the thing is, if he had that pace, like, after that, he boxed and then went for that pace after the red flag after that, then he could have even got an even larger win. Like Dax has put on
Probably,
a
yeah.
incredible performance today.
This is one of his favorite
Um,
tracks, Baku, for Thax.
It's a it's a crazy track in Baku.
Yep. Right, we've got the F2 event coming up now, after a thrilling F1 race with crashes, red flags,
Yeah.
and drama all over. I think that's a perfect weekend for Thax with maximum points.
Yeah. Trying to remember, like, it's not a Grand Slam because he didn't lead every race, every lap. It's
Not a Grand Slam, but that's a good haul of points. That's maximum points for
it's like
him.
a prize something, isn't it?
Triple Crown. No,
No.
that's something else.
It's win fastest lap and pole, but it's not leading every lap though.
Oh, it's so a Grand Slam is doing all that, and a Grand Slam is leading every lap as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but still,
Yeah, they're both
incredible,
very
incredible
similar
race.
terms, but yeah.
Incredible race from Thax there, and a very, very rightful win. That's 4 wins for him this season. Yeah,
Right, a few minutes break before we get on with F2.
yeah. I'm gonna have to leave for F2 because I'm doing some engineering.
Yep.
Interestingly, I'm still gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna see you actually racing on my team here.
You're not racing, by the way.
I know that. Yeah, it's I know I'm not racing. It's I'm engineering. I was
So,
meant to be racing here, but then I didn't know if I'd go
One
to
lap.
be or not.
medium, no?
Sorry?
On France, 10 laps should be mediums, no?
Yeah, it should be mediums to inters. It seems.
Okay.
Basically, that's the strat.
Okay.
Things that I think we might see. Some people who struggle in tyre wear might be on the hards. Some people with tyre wear or with good tyre wear might be on the soft. But it seems like it's pretty much going to be a medium to
Has quali
inter.
started or
I'm just joining in now.
Who the hell is Baku Sector 2 sausage cutter?
that's
That is
Katashi.
the F2 director, Mr. Aura.
Okay.
Mr.
Because I think
Skippy
it's
Ronaldo.
goated name though.
Oh god.
It's the most annoying part of Baku. I'm just checking this stuff. All right. Are we in practice right now, or is this actual quality?
I think this is actual quality, yeah.
Is it
Wow,
quali?
not a lot of people right now. Why the hell is Aussie on
should be
medium?
joining up.
Why is Aussie on medium?
Because
I
he's
have no idea.
I mean, we're ideally in wetter conditions. You want softer tires, and you know.
Bro,
I mean,
don't
for each
tell
their
us
own,
that
you know. You
the
never
way-
know. You never know. you might just become Brian Senna in the wet.
I mean, like the wet tires. Okay, wet tires are actually like softer tires. Inters and wets are softer tires. That's why they overheat so much. in
Yeah,
races when it's too dry for certain types because they're softer. So then after, I think it's quite interesting that people going for harder compounds when they really want wetter. Anyway, here we go. James Sonic hit the wall. Yeah. By the way, why is RB3B in F2 and F1?
So
Because he's a
he signed
reserve
as a reserve for
Oh,
F1.
okay, he's a reserve. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that rule. Oh, I forgot to start screen sharing.